guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. This is going to be a sample shopping episode, and I haven't done one of these in a long time. And for those of you who remember my sample shopping videos, basically these are videos sponsored by DecantShop.com, which is a website that offers decants and samples of fragrances. I would get I'd get like 16 a month and like do 4 every week. I talk about them, let you know what I think of the samples, and it was cool because all I really had to do was just talk about Decant Shop, and that was easy because Decant Shop to me is still the best place to get samples online. The shipping is fast, you always get the amount you pay for, and the prices are right. The prices are good. When pandemic started, I had just got more stuff from Decant Shop, and I took that time off, and I'm just now getting back into it. So, I've checked in at Decant Shop. I know they haven't added new fragrances in a while, but they still have a really great selection. The prices are still good, and so I don't think I'll be doing these anymore. I'm happy to, but it's been a while, and they've certainly survived without me, doing these videos. But I think it's the best site to get samples from, and I wanted to follow through on my commitment, and at the very least, do these last scents that they sent me. So I think they sent me like 15. So I'm gonna, over the course of the next few, month or so, 2 months, I'll get to all of them. You can also still try my coupon code, which is MAX12, which will save you 12% of your entire order. And MAX12 was in 2012. So that just shows you how far Decant Shop and I go back. So here are the 4 samples we're going to discuss today. The first one is from the house of Hermès, and this one is Un Jardin Mediterrane. It's one of the few I don't have. I have Sur le Nil, I have a Pré Mousson, and I have Un Jardin Sur le Toit. The rooftop one. I really like all of those. I need to check out the new ones. I know there's 2 new ones, Monsieur Lee and another one that Christine Nagel did. But so this is Jardin Mediterrane, and you could get this one for like $80 on Fragrance Net. This is a 2003 one. This is an Eleanor creation, so it's one of the earlier Jardin scents. And the notes on this are bergamot, lemon, mandarin orange blossom, white nerolium oleander, fig leaf, cypress, red cedar, juniper, pistachio, and musk. This is really good. This is figgy. If I remember correctly, because I get these messed up sometimes, Sur le Nil is figgy too. This is very fresh. Like, you're definitely going to get orange blossom here, bergamot, lemon. Like, this kind of, to me, feels like almost an eau de cologne. Like, this would have been more at home in the eau de cologne line, because there's not, like, much. I mean, like, I don't get any cypress. I don't get juniper. Pistachios, to me, don't really have a smell. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'll come back to this at the end just to see if it changes, but I would get this because to me this is like a pretty boring Hermès fragrance, especially from the Jardin line when there's good ones. Okay, so next up is a fragrance from the designer. I'm going to butcher this pronunciation. Azzedine Alaia. This is $65 online, and this is a 2015 release from perfumer Marie Salamain. And this is going to have, let's see what the notes are on this one. Pink pepper, freesia, peony flowers, animalistic notes, and musk. So this got some comparisons online to Fahrenheit, which is what made me want to check it out. And I know that people like this fragrance. This is a really well-reviewed fragrance. I think Luca Turin is a fan of this one. I get the pink pepper. This is a spicy fragrance. This is definitely very unisex. I wouldn't say this is a woman's fragrance only. It's musky. It's a little animalic. There's a lot of pink pepper. There's a little bit of floral to provide some color here. It's airy. It's fresh. It's another freshie. But it's fresh in a way that not like Jardin Mediterrane. Jardin Mediterrane is very citrusy and even floral. This is This is a fresh, musky scent with a big dose of pink pepper at top. So let's call it that for now. Next up is Marc Jacobs Man, which if you guys remember, that was the first Marc Jacobs fragrance they did for men. They haven't done many after that. Robes, Marc was big on this one. He liked this one. I think he put this in his top 100 best designer fragrance. This is, you're going to have to pay a little bit for this. This is a $72 fragrance online. 2002 release from perfumer Ralph Schweiger. And this one we get cypress, cardamom, ginger, bergamot, cumin, fig leaf, water. I hate when they say water. That's just annoying to me. Cyclamen, rose, tonka bean, cedar, oak moss, and patchouli. This is a fig fragrance. This is a fig fragrance primary. This is primarily a fig fragrance. It's very green. It's watery, so maybe I have to give them a pass for the water notes. You know what it is? There's just better fig fragrances. That's just, I think, the problem with this fragrance. It's not, for $72, it's bad, but you got Premier Figuier from L'Artisan. You've got, obviously, Fisocos from Decant. You've got my favorite fig fragrance, which is Fico di Amalfi by Acqua di Parma. And this doesn't really stand out. It's like a watery green fig. It's kind of boring. The cumin is a joke. There's no, I really don't think there's cumin in this. Yeah, this is okay. We'll finish up. Last up on the list is one I'm actually the most excited about trying. This is Chopard Heaven. And this is, now Chopard is doing those Miglia fragrances and those sort of rubber bottles that look like the Miglia watches. This was before all that. This was their 1994 fragrance from perfumer Michael Amarak, and this is discontinued. This is one, if you want this one, you're gonna have to go to Etsy or eBay and pay well over $100. And the notes on this are lavender, Brazilian rosewood, bergamot, lemon, cyclamen, jasmine, musk, amber, cedar, and tonka bean. So another fragrance with cyclamen. People love that cyclamen. This, to me, this is kind of like, this is like kind of like a blue fragrance, the 90s blue fragrance. You know what I'm talking about? Like that Nautica theme, that sort of like polo sport. Yeah, it doesn't crush its mark, basically. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. I could see why people like this. I'm a little confused why there's still this secondary market for it, because I feel like there's a lot of fragrances like this, but it's like, this is like that polo sport type of thing. Basically, to me, this is it's almost like they were like, oh, we got to do our polo sport now. That fragrance was so popping around that time. I think though 94, I think this beats polo sport out. What this gets compared to. Okay, so this gets compared to Ketone Men, and I think that's sort of a good comparison if you've ever smelled that. It's just sort of nice and fresh and inoffensive and a little blue. All right, so if I'm going through these guys all one more time, let's do it. I'll give you my recommendations on them. I would totally pass on the Hermès because it just doesn't do it for me. I think it's a boring one. The Azzedine Alaia is nice. It's something worth checking out. Reminds me a little bit of a Comme des Garçons fragrance. It's kind of fresh and peppery. Marc Jacobs, there's just better fig out there. This is not a bad one, but there's just better fig fragrances out there. And I don't know about Chopard. It's just, if you smelled Ketone Men, you've smelled this, basically. So guys, that's it. That's my little take on these 4 fragrances. I will link to Decant Shop because you should and can still shop there. I'm going to do more videos from the bottles that I have remaining. And that's it, guys. I'll see you again real soon with more videos. I don't know if I'll have one next Saturday. I'm going to try to make that happen. I'm actually going to do another fragrance review next Saturday, so hopefully you guys will like that. And yeah, thanks you guys so much for watching. I fucking hope to God the Nets lose in Game 7 tonight. It's the most unlikable basketball team I've ever watched, seriously. I said to my friend, I was like, I think next year a team should try to get Ray Caruth, Ghislaine Maxwell, and O.J. Simpson. And maybe that team would be more unlikable than James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving. But anyway, thanks guys for watching.
My vision for dollars can take over my soul of mine, cause I came back to let you know. I clutch your mind and never let you go, cause with Clippers you couldn't fade crazy. You just relax with a mower and kick it with your lady as you stay free as the bird in the sky. You ask me